Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field. What I'll also say is this: every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat.
If we don't get paid what we deserve, we'll sit out. That's the bold, and let's be honest, almost delusional statement Angel Reese made, setting social media ablaze. But the backlash was quick, and no response hit harder than Patrick Bet David's. He didn't just push back, he dismantled her argument with cold, hard financial facts. And once you hear the truth behind it all, Angel's stance might not seem so justified.
The ones coming this year will still be in the rookie contract. The ones that the year after, they're probably gonna be making more than this.
Who's that?
They are. Yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are. I need to get in the field. You need to come to the meetings. I need to get in the meetings because I'm hearing they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, we said, that's a possibility for real.
Here's the deal. Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie turned pro baller, is now pushing for WNBA players to sit out if they don't get paid more. Yep. This is coming from a player still trying to avoid bricking layups off the bottom of the backboard. And she's already talking about shutting down the league. Patrick's reaction? A mix.
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just great rebound feedback. Give this feedback here. Go for it.
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period.
Layups? What do you mean? She's our double queen. Bye! What they say, if it's broke, don't fix it. Bye! Teaching Angel Reese to make a layup is like teaching an old dog a new trick. It ain't gonna work. Burn! Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you? Have the Angel Reese thick burn!
Let's take a closer look at what Angel really said.
To get paid a possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 the next season.
She shared that she's making about $74,000 in her rookie WNBA season, and says that's not even enough to cover rent in Chicago. Now, for most people, $74K sounds like a pretty solid paycheck, but Angel's acting like she's barely making ends meet. The irony? This is the same player who pulled in nearly $1.8 million at LSU through endorsement deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and a dozen other brands that apparently mistook
So help you out now. The WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Let me do the math real quick.
I might cover that. Yeah,
what is I don't even know my salary.
Angel's locked into a 4-year rookie deal worth about $324,000, roughly $81,000 a year. That's less than 5% of what she made as a college influencer. No wonder she once said, "Hating pays the bills." Because let's be honest, her Instagram stories are bringing in more cash than her box scores. At the rate she's tossing up bricks, the WNBA might start charging her for backboard repairs. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here shaping the future of women's basketball, while Angel's building a brand off
basketball sustained her, especially since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023. Adam, thoughts?
Patrick was genuinely stunned. Not because Angel's hurting for money, let's be real, with all her endorsements, she's definitely not, but because of the sheer audacity to demand more pay from a league that, spoiler alert, doesn't even turn a profit. He laid it out plain and simple. In the real world, when a business is losing money year after year, it doesn't hand out raises. It hands out pink slips.
No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000. I'm living beyond my means.
Adam pointed out that sure, the MLB, NBA, NHL, and NFL have all had player strikes. But here's the difference. Those leagues were raking in billions when their players walked out. Angel Reese is acting like the WNBA is Apple when it's really more like your cousin's food truck that's barely breaking even, and
Hey, this is the greatest Angel Reese layup you'll ever see. Here we go with the dump off, ba-da-dum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Burn! Oh, she getting jiggy with it. Look at that, crisscross, zigging zagging through the lane. Giddy up, yeehaw! Burn! Now I heard she's ambidextrous. That makes sense, cause she's equally doggy doo-doo with the right and left-handed layup. Bang! Professional basketball player needing to work on her layups is like a fish needing to learn how to breathe underwater. It doesn't make sense. Reese's Puffs! Bang!
Patrick didn't sugarcoat it. The WNBA is losing around $50 million every year. That's not a sustainable business. That's a ticking time bomb. The NFL pulls in $17 billion, the NBA and MLB $1 billion each, and the WNBA is barely scratching $150 million and still can't keep their books in the black. It's like trying to run a luxury
WNBA. And what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done it. Here's a quick list for you, PBD. I put this together. Biggest sports strikes in history. 1994, the MLB strike. It was the first time that the World Series was canceled.
I remember.
You remember that? In 1998, the NBA went on strike. They canceled the All-Star game for the first time. The NFL has gone on strike multiple times. 1982, 1987, 2011.
This isn't even a new problem. The WNBA has been running at a loss since it launched in 1997. That's over 25 years of red ink and busted spreadsheets. You'd think all the hype around Caitlin Clark would finally push them into the black. But even with record ratings and packed arenas, the losses are still piling up. A league that should have folded years ago somehow keeps staggering along, propped up by its much wealth.
Here's the catch when you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number one revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion. The NBA, a little over $11 billion. The MLB, also $11 billion. The NHL, $7 billion.
Part of the problem is scale. The WNBA has just 12 teams, each playing 40 games a season. Expansion kicks off in 2025 with the new Golden State Valkyries, but that's still a far cry from the NBA's 30 teams and 82-game schedule. Fewer games mean less ticket revenue and less TV money. It's basic math.